Hi guys, thanks for joining me. I'm already started without you because I forgot to push go. So my base paint is down. I'm going to try to swipe. Base paint is nothing more than Supralux paint by Para, which is a contractor's grade paint that Castle Lumber in Canada sells. And then my first color down was Paynes Gray. Second color was FX. It's actually bronze, but it looks pretty gold. And this one is, oh, and that brownie color was a Martha Stewart satin paint that I've had forever, and it's called Sycamore Bark. And this is Yellow Oxide by Liquatex. And this is cool. I just found this morning. It's probably been out forever. I've just never seen it. This is a Liquatex Gray Green, which kind of falls into my funky earthy colors. And this is Jacquard Interference, and it's actually blue, Interference Blue, which is super easy to mix up, guys. Comes like this, comes in a dry pigment powder. I just pop a little bit in a little cup, put some water in it, and I just mix it with my pouring medium. And yeah, it goes on white, it dries, and just leaves this beautiful interference colors behind. So we're going to swipe. Let's swipe white. I know it's not very exciting, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to swipe white. Here we go, guys. First swipe. I need a cloth. So, I've been talking to a couple different people online regarding, painting and how you got started and all the rest of it. And I am pretty new to this. I think I've told you guys all this many, many times. And I really am new to painting. I've been paint pouring for, I'm going to say 2 years. I've been doing it for 3 years, but I've been doing it 2 years. And here's why. And I started painting. I started with furniture, and my favorite thing to do was to find these roadside treasures that people had discarded, bring them home, sand them off, and really try to turn them into something amazing. And I had fairly good success with roadside treasures, and that kind of launched me into this whole thing with painting. And so I went from roadside treasures to alcohol ink, and that was super fun. And I did a lot of alcohol ink pieces. I love alcohol ink, and somehow it went from that to this, and I'm not really sure how, but I started watching tutorials just like everybody else, and I went into it with a super ignorant attitude because I thought, that's a piece of cake. I can do this. Anybody can do that. It's just toss some paint around and yeah, Bob's your uncle. So I was sadly mistaken. I threw paint around for quite a long time. I followed many different recipes. I tried really hard and unsuccessfully. And I was frustrated and I was angry. And I was sad, and I spent a ton of money, and I finally just stamped an L on my head for loser, threw all the paint in the cupboard, and I forgot about it. And I thought, well, obviously it's not as easy as I think, and I'm not meant to be an acrylic paint pourer. So about a year later, my family decided at Christmas one year, because Christmas is this huge commercial costly holiday, my family decided that we were going to do something a little bit different. And each of us would receive 3 gifts. One was a store-bought gift with a cash denomination. The other was a thrift store find or a roadside treasure, whatever you wanted it to be, but a re-gifted gift. And the third had to be handmade. So out came my paints again, and this time with a whole different attitude and a fresh perspective. I decided that I was going to learn how to bloom. And I'm not going to tell you it was piece of cake, because it certainly wasn't. But But you know what? Weeks and weeks and weeks of standing in the kitchen, mixing a little of this and a little of that and adding this and adding that, I started to see some progress. And I ended up making coasters for my in-laws. They were lovely. I wish I had kept them now because they're no longer my in-laws, but they have my coasters. And yeah, it's just kind of progressed from there. So I really am quite new to all of these techniques. I don't know the language. I had no interest in doing videos, but it was due to such overwhelming response from Facebook people to, you know, please do a video. And how did you do that? That it led me here. And so, I don't know much about the whole YouTube thing. And I've had some really, really kind support from a couple of different artists, but one in particular was Michelle from Grateful Creations. So Michelle sent a pay it forward video out to me this morning, and this one goes right back to her, she's kind of been an angel on my shoulder for the last little while, and she's allowed me to ask all the stupid questions that I didn't know the answers for, and I would never have asked because I just felt stupid. But Michelle has always been really, really open, and we have done quite a bit of talking on mixes and bloom pours and things, and I felt really comfortable asking her the dumb questions. And like I said, she's super good with me for tech support. Yeah, so thank you, Michelle. Thank you for being open to my dumb questions. And yeah, thank you so much. You are awesome. So if you haven't seen Michelle, go over to her channel. I'll link it with mine in my description. It's called Grateful Creations. She's a super, super nice lady. She's lots of fun. And yeah, she tries all sorts of different pours. And yeah, just go check her out, you guys. She's great. So now that I've talked through this whole pour, I'm not 100% thrilled with it. It does have some fun sections. And I'm going to just kind of keep going. And just keep stretching. I'm going to take away the bits that I hated, like that corner. And it has some lovely lacing. And if nothing else, I got to hang with you guys in the kitchen for 15-20 minutes. I got to say thank you to Michelle, and thank you to a lady named Linda asking me about color choices, because you, Linda, really made me think about how and why I choose the colors I choose. And I've really come to the answer that I don't know. I just kind of pick colors that I really like, but I do try to choose colors that are one complementary to each other. So I pick 2 or 3 complementary colors, one contrasting color, usually one metallic. And that's kind of how it all happens for me, you guys. But yeah, thank you for making me think. Sometimes we do things so automatically that you forget. It's like your job. You go to work and you do it so mindlessly, and until somebody asks you how or why you did that, you can't answer them. So I'm going to flick off the lights, and I'm going to bring you guys down to see this piece. It's not amazing and exciting, but it's okay. It's kind of fun. It's got some pretty lacing. I'm a super big fan on this lacing. I like it. I like it a lot. So that's it, guys. I am going to post this on Facebook, and I will link those channels with you guys. I will say thank you very much for everybody for chilling in my kitchen and just, you know, in general, being a huge support. You guys are awesome. Pour happy, stay safe. Bye for now, guys.